QR codes. Convenient or dangerous? Hey everybody, it's the Security Vault here, and let's talk QR codes. You know, those little square barcodes we see popping up everywhere these days. They're convenient, right? Scan, click, boom, you're ordering food, paying for parking, or checking out the latest product reviews. But did you know these seemingly harmless codes are a hacker's dream come true? Hackers are getting creative, slapping malicious QR codes over legitimate ones, just waiting for an unsuspecting victim like you or me to scan them. And the worst part? Most people don't even realize they've been hacked until it's too late. That's why I'm here to break down the dangers of QR code hacking and show you how these scams actually work. So buckle up, hit that subscribe button, and let's dive into the world of QR code hacking. Alright, so how does this whole QR code hacking thing even work? Well, imagine this. You're at a restaurant, starving, ready to order some food. You see a QR code on the menu, you pull out your phone, scan it without a second thought, and bam, you're on the restaurant's website, right? Wrong. Hackers can create their own QR codes, ones that look almost identical to the real deal. They can even print them on stickers and slap them right over legitimate codes. So you scan that seemingly harmless code, thinking you're about to browse the menu, but in reality, you've just been redirected to a fake website designed to steal your information. And we're not just talking about stealing your email address here. We're talking login credentials, credit card numbers, bank details, the whole 9 yards. Scanning a malicious QR code can also infect your phone with malware, like spyware that tracks your every keystroke or ransomware that locks you out of your own device until you pay up. And the scariest part, most of the time, your phone won't even warn you that something's wrong. Now you might be thinking, Linus, this all sounds a bit far-fetched. Is this really happening in the real world? Oh, it's happening all right, folks. And it's happening everywhere. Don't just take my word for it. Let's look at some real-life examples of QR code hacking that will make your jaw drop. One particularly nasty scam involved parking meters. Imagine pulling up to a meter, seeing a QR code for payment and thinking, oh, how convenient. But little did those unsuspecting parkers know, scammers had replaced the legitimate QR codes with their own, redirecting payments to their own accounts. People thought they were paying for parking, but they were really just lining the pockets of some cyber criminal. And it's not just parking meters. Restaurants haven't been immune to this either. There was a case where a restaurant's digital menu QR code was replaced with a malicious one. Customers scanned the code, entered their credit card information to place an order, and boom, nothing. These are just a couple of examples, but trust me, there are countless others. Alright, enough with the scary stories. Let's move on to the good stuff. How to protect yourself from these QR code shenanigans. Because knowledge is power, and knowing how to spot a scam is your best defense. First and foremost, always check the URL before clicking on anything. After scanning a QR code, take a second to examine the website address. Does it look legitimate? Are there any typos or weird characters? If something seems off, even slightly, don't risk it. Close the page immediately. Next up, ditch the default QR scanner that came with your phone and level up your security game with a dedicated QR scanner app. There are tons of great options out there like Kaspersky QR Scanner or Norton Safe Search that offer built-in security features. These apps can detect malicious links, scan for malware, and even warn you about potentially risky websites. Here's a big one. Never, and I mean never, enter personal information after scanning a QR code. If you're ever unsure about a QR code, just play it safe and manually type in the website URL. So there you have it, folks. The world of QR codes might seem convenient, but as we've learned today, there are some serious risks lurking beneath the surface. But don't let that scare you away from using them entirely. Like any technology, it's all about being informed, staying vigilant, and taking the necessary precautions to protect yourself. Remember, if something seems too good to be true, it probably is. Don't be afraid to be skeptical. Double-check those URLs and use a trusted QR scanner app. And most importantly, spread the word. Share this video with your friends, family, and that one tech-challenged relative who needs to hear this message. Let's work together to make the online world a safer place, one QR code at a time. And that's the tea on QR code hacking. Who knew those little squares could be so shady? It's like finding out your Roomba is selling your floor plan to the highest bidder. Creepy. But seriously, folks, cybersecurity is no joke. These are getting sneakier by the day, so we got to stay one step ahead. Big thanks to your name for having me on to break down this important topic. Remember, a little caution goes a long way, so be smart, be safe, and don't let those QR codes get the best of you. And hey, while you're at it, why not check out some of my other videos? I cover everything from building PCs to surviving the robot apocalypse. Just kidding. Maybe. Until next time.